Alright, so we got a new video here from Fried Plantain, and they're talking about the Kill Tony being on Netflix. Let's see what we got.
The Kill Tony New Year special dropping on Netflix today is honestly one of the wildest evolutions of that show we've seen so far, because what started as a grimy comedy club experiment is now literally an arena-sized, Netflix-backed gladiator pit for stand-up comics. Same chaotic energy, same brutal format, but now with legends, massive crowd pressure, and way higher stakes for the bucket pools who suddenly...
And the thing that I find the funniest about this is knowing for sure that anybody could kill Tony Hinchcliffe or Red Band's job. Like you could put any old comedian in the chair with the Tony's sitting in. You could put anybody who knows how to press a button into Brian Redband's chair. It's not special or significant. They just happen to be doing it the longest, right? I don't think there's actually any quality that has came from this. Oh, Cam Patterson made it to SNL. Okay. Then how come William, who's been on here longer than anybody, is still performing on here? If this is doing something for careers, why is David Lucas constantly coming back because he's doing nothing else? Seems weird.
Suddenly find themselves bombing or thriving in front of thousands of people and a global audience. And right out the gate, the tone was set by Roseanne, who opened the whole thing with maximum chaos.
Yep, and absolutely bombed. I mean, there was dead silence.
Texas, I moved here 3.5 years ago. I love Texas so much. You can walk around anywhere wearing a gun and you can shoot anything or anybody you fucking feel like shooting. Hell yeah!
Yeah, no, you can't.
It was very much that old school, no breaks, no PR filter Roseanne energy. And whether you loved it or hated it, it made it clear this was not going to be some polite...
Well, whether you loved it or hated it doesn't matter. The goal was to be funny. So why wasn't it funny? That's the question. It doesn't matter if you didn't like it. It just wasn't funny. The crowd even starts to go quiet within the first 25 seconds of her talking. And then she just takes her time saying stuff so they don't respond again. It was really sad.
Light, sanitized Netflix comedy special. This was Kill Tony, just scaled up to an insane level. Then we get one of the most human moments of the night when Dietrich Flynn's name gets pulled from the Legends bucket.
Can't even say the guy's name right. I mean, these AI channels are pretty tough to get through, but at least saying the guy's name right makes people feel like you might know what you're talking about, you know? Or is this one of those, chapters from The Secret, where you're like, well, if you say somebody's name wrong, you're gonna get people's attention. You're gonna give them a reason to say something, right? Like, people are probably in his comments like, it's Dedrick Flynn. Who knows? I don't know if this guy's highbrow enough.
This man is visibly panicking, eyes watering, trying to hold it together while talking to Fluffy about how much this moment means to him.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Incredible energy, incredible confidence. I don't have to say anything. They speak for everyone. You guys, great job, man.
I mean, yeah, they're clapping and cheering because he barely could get through it. He was stumbling over it, okay? Very unprofessional. And they're clapping and cheering because they're like, hey, man, good on you for trying. Not because he killed.
Great job. That was beautiful.
DVDs, comedies.
Chaotic police escort to the airport hit, but honestly, the emotional weight of the moment was just as powerful as the jokes. That's one of those reminders that for a lot of these comics, this show isn't just entertainment, it's career roulette. Then a normal bucket pool gives us Young, an Asian female comic who's an Uber driver and spent $2,000 just to get to Texas to put her name in that bucket.
My pronouns are sushi. And then some. I'm a musician. Yeah. My stage name is Lil May, aka Yellow Haitian 2000.
You can see the relief on her face when she gets pulled, like, okay, the sacrifice wasn't for nothing. She has a solid set, does a Trump impression that surprisingly lands really well with this.
Yeah, it landed really well, but it was dog shit. It was, again, people being like, yeah, let's support the handicap guy as he takes his wheelchair up the steps. That's what it was, okay? It was Drew Nickens, you know? Hey, yes, let's let the guy do his Make-A-Wish. That's what it was. It's not, oh, she was fucking hilarious. Even though that, you know, that's what they want to make you believe. They want to make you believe that. Oh, it's such a moving story that this person signed up all those times, and for some reason the only time she got pulled was on this giant show at an arena. How impressive, how special. Yet, the first Netflix episode, there was a guy that rode his bike for 37 days straight to get to Texas. Nobody cared about that. That guy didn't get to open up at the fucking secret show. That guy didn't get to open up for Tony at any of these clubs in Texas, okay? But here comes this girl, and they're like, wow, it's a handicap. They're giving them all handicaps because they did good on a show that's full of handicaps, right?
This crowd. And the panel likes her enough that she gets a golden ticket, meaning she can come back and perform on the regular show whenever she wants. That's literally life-changing for someone at that stage, and you could feel how much that moment mattered to her. Then the Legends bucket gives us Rob Schneider, who immediately starts with sarcastic shots at Tony.
Tony, when you watch this back and you hear this, I want you to know how much you mean to me and what you do for comedians, what it means.
What does he do? What does Tony do for comedians? Anybody could do this, is what I don't understand. Why is this so special to Rob Schneider that he thinks that Tony's changing careers? Most of the money from these live specials are going in his pocket. Nobody else's. All these guys still live in apartments in Austin, okay? It's a trickle-down system from the JRE podcast. That's the only reason you guys continue to watch it and force yourself to believe or accept the fact that this is good comedy, okay? And there have been some good guys. Like Dedrick Flynn's first set when he got that golden ticket, well deserved. Every set since then, dog shit. Okay? Haven't laughed one time. And, you know, maybe I have a handicap because I'm smoking weed. And it's like, you're still not funny, bro? Like, most people can watch cartoons and die laughing, but you can't put together a fucking, you know, a premise and a punchline? But that's the fun of watching it too, is you get to watch how bad all these people are that think they're good. That's sort of the only reason to even watch it at this point. Like, Tony thinks he's good, Redman thinks he's good, they all think they're special and significant and changing the world of comedy, but yet none of them have specials. There's not a person from Kill Tony. Okay, maybe you could argue David Lucas put out a YouTube special. And Tony's got his special that he buried, but come on, guys. Let's be real. If the goal is to do stand-up, the end goal is to have specials, right? To be able to make money selling a special, an hour's worth of jokes. And that's not happening. The biggest success these guys have from Kill Tony is doing a podcast. Hey, I started a podcast after I was on Kill Tony. Isn't that cool? No, it isn't. Okay? And again, everyone could argue, oh, Cam. That's an anomaly, dude. That is 11 and a half years into a podcast that they finally had one guy cross over into semi-mainstream. Because you have to imagine, real comedy fans don't even watch SNL as it is. Unless there's a proper guest, right? Either way, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I gotta get out of here.